Okay, and welcome to Trash Gymnasium for this junior high girls basketball game where we have the Colebrook Mohawks taking on the Gorham Huskies. Fixed a few kinks before the game, but we should be good to go. It's Colebrook running a pretty small team today. They only have 6. Okay, and the ball's up. And Gorham won the tip. So now, let's see, what number do we have? Number 3. Goulet over to Benjamin. Benjamin inside finds Eastman. That's stolen by LaBelle. Now Fournier with it. Frizzell drives, floats one up. That's just off. Fight for the rebound. LaBelle gets it, puts it back up. That's just off. Fight for the board. Fournier gets it again. Pops corner 3. Drains corner 3. Fournier for 3. Now Goulet with it. Over to Eastman. Eastman's shot from the free throw line is in. Now Fournier kicks it up looking for Frizzell. That's out of bounds. It will go to Gorham. Eastman stays in. Or no, they weren't. Now Goulet passes it inside looking for Eastman. Tipped up in the air. Frizzell with the steal. Almost goes coast to coast. That shot's just off. Goulet with it. Over to Eastman. That goes out of bounds. Goes to the Mohawks. Goulet. Fournier with it. Over Frizzell. Frizzell over LaBelle. She'll step on the line. Out of bounds. Goes 2. Goulet with it. Over to LaPointe. Point gets that one inside. That shot up by Daniels is just off. Putback's just off. Now for Fournier with it. Fournier brings it up. Stolen by Benjamin. Benjamin over to Daniels. Over to Goulet. Gorham swings it around. That shot's up and in by Goulet. Fournier with it. Drives in. Shoots. That shot's just off. Fight for the board. And it'll go to Gorham. Goulet with it. Now Frizzell gets that rebound. Fournier with it. Over to Frizzell. Frizzell over to LaBelle. LaBelle in the corner. Looks for some help. Able to dribble out. Now she looks for some more help. Gets it over to Brooks. Yep, Brooks. Passes that one inside. Goulet to the hole, but that shot's just off. That's almost stolen by Eastman. Fournier gets it. Jump ball goes to the Mohawks. Fournier with it. Doesn't take the screen from LaBelle. She drives in, shoots. That shot's just off. Frizzell with the board, but it's going to be a jump ball. Goes to Gorham. Goulet brings it up. Drives in. That shot's just off. Out of bounds. Stays with Gorham. Gorham to inbound. Kick inside. That shot is up, just off by LaPointe. Now Frizzell on the break. Shoots and scores. Frizzell for 2. LaPointe with it. Over to Goulet. Back over. Finds Benjamin. Colebrook trying to keep up the pressure. Now Daniels over to Goulet. Finds Benjamin. Gorham swings it around. That shot's just off. Fournier gets in the inside and scores. Fournier up to 5. LaPointe over to Eastman. Eastman drives in. Looks for some help. Get it back. Eastman's shot is up and in.
Thank you.
Now Fournier brings it up for the Mohawks. Colebrook trying to break the press. That pass just soars over the head of Gorham. Passes inside. That pass is intercepted. Now Frizzell with it. Frizzell over to Fournier. Fournier with some space. That shot's just off. Fight for the board. Frizzell gets it. Jump ball. But Frizzell falls out of bounds. It will go to Gorham. Goulet with it. Over to Eastman. That shot rattles in for Eastman. Colebrook inbounds it. Fournier with it. Gorham right on them. That pass just offline. Now Goulet with it. Goulet over to Eastman. That pass just out of bounds. It'll go to Gorham. No, not Gorham, Colebrook. Eastman comes out. And so Lozier came into the game. Now LaBelle with it. Looks for some help, gets it over, looking for Fournier. That shot is up and in by Eastman at the buzzer. Your score after the end of 1. Colebrook 7, Gorham 10. We'll be back in a minute. Colebrook with possession. LaBelle with it. Over to Fournier. Colebrook down by 3. Fournier drives in. Fight for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Goes to Gorham. Goulet passes it over. That pass just a little high, out of bounds. It'll go to the Mohawks. Frizzell with it. She pushes it. Floats one up. That shot's just off. Rebound by Eastman. Eastman passes it up, finds Goulet. That shot's blocked by Brooks. Eastman inbounds it. Goulet's shot is up. That's just off. Frizzell with the rebound. Now Fournier brings it up. Chucks it ahead for Frizzell. Stolen by Eastman. Now Eastman loses it out of bounds. Frizzell inbounds. Over to Fournier. Fournier stops. Shoots. That's just off. Now LaBelle with it. That three-pointer's up. Just off. Fight for the rebound. LaPointe got it. Now Goulet with it. That one's tipped but stays in play. Goulet looks for some help. Gets it over to Eastman. Eastman to the rack. Her shot's up but just off, but foul on LaBelle. First one by Eastman, just off. Now Eastman's second shot is up. That's not just off, that's in. Now Fournier with it. Fournier over to LaBelle. LaBelle over to Fournier. Fournier spins, drives in herself, shoots, and she'll go to the line for two. Fournier's first one's up and in. Second one is in. Colebrook down by 2. Goulet over to Eastman. Pass just offline, little bile jump ball, Colebrook possession. Fournier gets it, Colebrook down by 2. Fournier with 7 of the Colebrook points. Fournier over to LaBelle. LaBelle almost loses it. Back over, Fournier drives in the corner. She finds a lane. Her shot's up, just off. Fight for the board. Eastman with it. Goulet got the board, Eastman on the break. Loses it out of bounds, but stays with Gorham. Eastman inbound. Finds LaPointe for that 2-pointer. Frizzell with it. And there's a foul on Lozier. Frizzell to inbound. Passes in. Fournier just loses it. That'll go out of bounds. Stays with Gorham. That shot's up by Goulet. That's just off. LaBelle with the rebound. Now Fournier with it. Almost finds Brooks. And now Gorham with the ball. Gorham brings it up. Goulet with it. Drives in. Shoots. That's just off. Timeout. Colebrook. We'll be back here in a minute. Fournier with it now. We're down to under halfway through this second quarter. Fournier with it. Over to LaBelle. LaBelle looks for a pass in. She gives it to Fournier. She's pressured. Now Brooks over to LaBelle. LaBelle drives in. Looks for a pass. Gets it over, gets it back. Lofts it to Fournier. That's almost stolen. Fournier almost loses it out of bounds. Stays with the Mohawks. Nope. Goes to Gorham. Goulet with it. Over to Eastman. Eastman finds Cloutier. That shot's just off. Frizzell with the rebound. Now Fournier with it. Fournier looks for a pass in. Finds Frizzell. Frizzell. She drives in. Has a lane. Shoots. That's just off. Wait for the rebound. Goulet gets it. Kick it up. Eastman on the break. LaBelle pokes out of bounds. Stays with the Huskies. Now we're just 3/4 in, or just a little bit over 75% through the second quarter. Eastman pump fakes a three, stops, shoots. That's just off, out of bounds. Stays with Gorham. Almost a minute left in this first half. Eastman inside to Cloutier. Back to Eastman. Her shot's up, and she will go to the line for 2. Eastman's first one's up and in. Second one's up. Second one's in for Eastman. Fournier with it. Takes the screen from Frizzell. She drives in. Kicks it over to Frizzell. Frizzell drives. Shoots. And gets that one to roll in. Frizzell for 2. Eastman with it. Stop, shoots. That's just off. Rebounded by Frizzell. She'll bring it up herself. Back to Fornia. Fornia drives. Over to Brooks. Brooks over to Frizzell. Almost stolen. It will go out of bounds and it stays with the Mohawks. Daniels got her hands on that. Fornia, she holds it, gets it over Frizzell. Under 10 seconds left. LaBelle finds it cutting Fornia. Gonna go out of bounds. Off of Gorham. 3 seconds left. Let's see what Colebrook can do. Colebrook has enough time for a catch. Dribble, shoot. Colebrook inbounds it. Frizzell to LaBelle. LaBelle shoots. Frizzell puts it up, but after one half, your score, Colebrook 11, Gorham 17. We'll be back here in a minute after halftime. And we're back. Gorham with possession to start this second half. LaPointe drives, shoots. That's just off. LaPointe gets her own board and puts it back up and in. LaPointe. Frizzell drives, shoots. That's just off. Fournier put back, just off. Fournier inbounds it to LaBelle. Frizzell, Fournier shoots. That's just off. Brooks' putback is just off. Goulet over to Eastman. That shot's up. That shot's just off. Now Frizzell with it. Frizzell kicks it over to Fournier. Fournier spins over to Frizzell. Frizzell shoots. That shot's just off. Out of bounds. Goes to Gorham. Goulet with it. Over to LaPointe. Finds Eastman. Eastman shoots. And she'll go line for two. First one's up and in for Eastman. And the second one, just off. Brooks almost able to get that rebound. Eastman almost got her own rebound. Jump ball stays with Gorham. LaPointe gets it inside. Kicks it across to Goulet. Goulet over to Benjamin. Inside to Eastman. That's not Eastman. That's Daniels. Frizzell volleyballs that one right to Eastman. That shot's up, but she'll go line for two. First one's just off. Second one's up. Second one's also just off. LaBelle with the rebound. Now Fournier brings it up. Frizzell drives, shoots. Just off, out of bounds. Stays with the Mohawks. Frizzell inbounds it. Over to Fournier. Fournier spins. Frizzell, LaBelle drives, shoots, blocked by Eastman. Goulet with it. Spins. That shot up by Daniels is just off. But it was tipped out of bounds by the Mohawks. Eastman inbounds it. Over to LaPointe. LaPointe over to Daniels. Her shot's up. That's just off. Rebound by Brooks. Gonna be a jump ball. Goes to the Mohawks. Fournier brings it up. Over to Frizzell. Frizzell drives. Kick out Fournier. She drives in. Gets quadruple teamed, and there'll be a foul. Frizzell to inbound. LaBelle drives, but there's a travel. Goulet brings it up. Over to LaPointe. Gets it over to Daniels. Daniels inside to Eastman. Kicks it in. Eastman in the corner. Over to Goulet. Goulet drives. Back to Eastman. She's wide open. And that shot's in. Eastman for 2. Fournier brings it up. Over to Frizzell. Almost lost it. LaBelle. Over. Looking for a pass. LaBelle almost lost it. Goulet with the steal. And she's able to take it coast to coast. Timeout. Colebrook will be back here in a minute. Fournier brings it up now. Colebrook with possession. Fournier over to LaBelle. LaBelle takes the screen from Fournier. She drives in. Frizzell has that one stolen by Daniels. Frizzell almost able to save it, but goes out of bounds. Off of Colebrook. Lozier comes in for Daniels. Pass just offline, out of bounds, stays with Gorham. Passes in, Goulet's shot just off. Fight for the rebound. That shot rolls around and in. That was LaPointe. Fournier with it now. Over, looking for LaBelle. This will be a jump ball. Goes to Gorham. Goulet brings it up. Over to Benjamin. Gets it to LaPointe. LaPointe finds Goulet. Goulet kicks it inside Eastman in the post. Shots just off. Fight for the ball. Goulet's shots just off. Frizzell with the rebound. Yep, and jump ball stays with Colebrook. Down to a minute left in the third. Now Fournier brings it up. Drives in, out to LaBelle. LaBelle drives, loses it out of bounds. It'll be Gorham possession, 48.7 left in the third. That pass, just a little fast, out of bounds. Colebrook possession. Fournier brings it up. Over to Frizzell. Frizzell looks for some help, gets it over towards LaBelle. That's stolen. Goulet on the break. Blocked by Fournier. Goulet able to get it back. Kicks it out. It's going to go out of bounds off of Gorham. Fournier brings it up. She thinks about the drive, doesn't take it, shoots. That's just off, out of bounds, goes to Gorham. Goulet brings it up over to LaPointe. LaPointe back out. Finds Goulet. Goulet drives, kicks it out. Eastman just holds it, and at the end of 3, your score, Gorham 26, Colebrook 11. We'll be back here in a minute. And we're back. Gorham with possession now. Up 15 to start the 4th. Kicks inside. Goulet shots up and in. Goulet up to 8. Fournier with it. Over to Frizzell. Frizzell drives in, shoots. That's just off. Jump ball goes to Gorham. Or no, it goes to Colebrook. Frizzell inbounds it. Gets it to Goodrow. Goodrow over to Fournier. Fournier shoots. That's just off. Fight for the rebound. Gorham gets it. Eastman on the break. Drives. Crosses it in. That was a nice pass. That shot's just off by Parent. Now Goulet drives. Kicks it over. Eastman. Pump fakes a shot. Drives in. Fournier right on her. Almost able to get that steal. Foul on Fournier. Eastman inbounds it. Finds Boires. Goulet drives. Shot by. Was just off past the LaBelle. Frizzell almost off. Dipped in the air, out of bounds. Stays with the Mohawks. Frizzell to inbound it. Finds LaBelle. LaBelle drives in, loose it out of bounds, goes to Gorham. Goulet brings it up. Drives in, shoots, and makes it. Goulet for 2. Brings her up to 10. Fournier over to Frizzell. Frizzell drives, shoots. That's just off. Jump ball goes to Gorham. Goulet brings it up. finds Eastman. Eastman drives, shoots. That's blocked by Frizzell, but a foul on Frizzell. Eastman's first shot is up and in. Eastman's second shot is up. That's just off. Brooks with the rebound, gets to Frizzell. Frizzell to push it. Trips, and it will go out of bounds, going to Gorham. LaPointe kicks it over to Parent. Finds Eastman. Eastman kicks it across. That goes out of bounds. Goes to the Mohawks. Fournier with it. Over to Frizzell. Frizzell drives, shoots, and gets that one to fall in. LaPointe kicks it inside. That's almost stolen. Foul on Gorham. Colebrook, I mean. Gorman mounds it. Fournier with it now. She gets a steal. She'll push it herself. Gets tripped up. And she be inbound for Colebrook. Frizzell inbounds it to Fournier. Fournier drives, shoots, and she'll go line for two. First one is just off. And the second one is just off. Fight for the rebound. LaBelle lets it roll out of bounds. Gorham possession. LaPointe with it. Kicks it over, but that pass just offline, out of bounds. Colebrook possession. Fournier brings it up. Drives in, shoots. And that layup's in. LaPointe drives. Kicks it out to Parent, stolen by Fournier. Fournier to the lane. That shot's just off. Brooks's putback is just off. Eastman, she pushes it up. Gets to LaPointe. Her shot's up. Just off. The putback by Eastman's just off. And Frizzell with the rebound. Down to about a minute now. Frizzell right to the lane. Her shot's up and good. So, and one. Colebrook to inbound. LaBelle with it, loses it out of bounds. Colebrook gets it again. Frizzell over to Brooks. That's just off. And a little collision on the court. Gorham possession. LaPointe with it. They kick it around inside. LaBelle with the steal. LaBelle pushes it. Her shot's up, just off. Brooks' put back, just off. Frizzell's shot is up and in. LaPointe brings it up. Over to Eastman. Eastman drives. Almost loses it. Saves it. They swing it around. Frizzell with the steal. Frizzell on the break. Shoots. That's just off. Fournier's putbacks just off. Frizzell's putbacks just off. Now who's got it? Jump ball stays with the Mohawks. 10 seconds left. Pass just offline. Out of bounds. Colebrook possession. Frizzell with it. Over to Fournier. That one rolls out of bounds. Gorham possession. Gorham will bring it up. And your final score will be Colebrook 17, Gorham 31, leading scorers for both teams for your winning Gorham Huskies. Eastman with 15, Goulet with 10, LaPointe with 6, and that's your leading scorers for the Huskies. And for Colebrook, Fournier with 9, Frizzell with 8, and that is all your scoring breakdown. So back here in a few minutes for the boys' game. Okay, we are back. Started the boys' game. So now we'll just wait for starting lineups to happen, and we'll be right underway. Okay, so both lineups out there now. So Colebrook wins the tip. Douse has it. Douse brings it up. Not hand. Sampson drives in, kicks it out. Douse pops the three. That's just off. Out of bounds. Off of Oroku. Douse gets in the corner, saves it. And now that layup is up and in there by Geralt. That's another steal by Geralt. And he gets that one to go in. Douse over to Sampson. Sampson back over to Douse. Back to Sampson. Drives in, kicks it out. Hebert shot is up. And good. Chase Hebert strikes first for the Mohawks. Kick it around. Handle the steal. Over to Douse. Douse drives, floats one up. That's good by Douse. Colebrook, good pressure. Yep, you two. Douse with it. Over to Sampson. Sampson in the hand. Hand almost loses it. Euro inbounds it. Sampson tips it out. Colebrook, good full court pressure. Douse almost had a steal. Hebert, good pressure on the ball. That drives in, shots up, and it will round it in for Chow. Douse over to Sampson, over to Hebert. Hebert back over, they swing it around. Douse inside to hand, outside to Sampson. Sampson drives, floats one up. That's just off. Hands put back's just off. And Chow with the rebound. Oroku over to Chow, back to Oroku. Oroku, no.
Liam O'Rourke.
O'Rourke?
Is that number 5? Yep. Over to 2, that is that Chow?
No, that's there.
Oh, 24 is Chow. 2 is, Terrio.
Terrio. Yeah, and that putback is up and in by Chow. Speaking of Chow.
Yep. The only other one I don't have written down yet is 31. That's Rogers.
Douse tried to do a little circus layup, but that goes out of bounds. Stays with the Mohawks. Hand over to Douse. Douse over to Hebert. Over to Sampson. Colebrook swings it around. Douse back up top. Pops a deep one. Drains a deep one. Douse's 3 rattles in.
That cuts it down to 1 here. Gorham leading 8-7. Ooh, a lot of contact there.
And a block on Buffington.
Yeah, so that was pretty good aggressive play there by Rogers. Here we have Terrio to Terriot to inbound. Gets it to
Oroku, right? Is that what we said?
O'Rourke, yep.
O'Rourke, yeah. Hand goes the line. Third.
Q.
Q. First one's just off by hand.
Yep, he'll get a second chance here to tie it up.
He does.
All right.
Lindsay Q.
Terriot to inbounds. Gets it into O'Rourke. Up to Cho.
Chow drives in, shoots. He's blocked by hand. Douse pushes it. Then he slows it down again. Sampson over to Buffington. Buffington back over. Colebrook swings it. Hand in the post. Kicks it out. Douse. He's going to drive in. Finds hand. Nice dish play by Douse to get that one for hand.
Yeah, a lot of ball movement there by the Mohawks. Gets an open shot and gets them a lead. They haven't had a lead for a while, right?
Yeah, I don't think they've had a lead. They had the lead at the first play of the game after Douse 3. Now Douse with it. Pops a 3. That's just off. Fight for the rebound. Chow in hand. Chow gets it. And there will be a foul on hand.
Yeah. When they were fighting for it, there was a chance where it could have been a jump ball, but that was a good call. 24 there. Chow, he got the possession, and wow, good defense by hand there, but Rogers puts it in anyway. Yep, 31. Rogers puts it in anyway.
Yep. Sampson over to Hebert, over to Douse. Douse in the hand, out to Douse. Colebrook playing a little 3-person triangle play. Hand over to Douse. Douse wide open. He's in the Kona. That's just off. Buffington over to Sampson. Sampson finds hand. His floater's up, in and out. It's going to be a jump ball. Stays on the Mohawks.
I would say Sampson got pretty aggressive there, and it paid off with the jump ball.
Douse in the hand. Hand post up. Shoots. That's just off.
Jump ball again, but oh no, they're calling a foul there. On hand again?
Yep.
Is that his second one I've seen? Who was the first foul on for Colebrook?
First foul was Douse.
All right. So hand is at 2?
Yeah. There's Theoralt for 3. There's Tetralt for 3.
Yeah, I think it's Terriot. Terriot. Maybe it's Terriot, like French. There you go. Hand with a nice little, not quite a layup, a little longer than a layup, right?
Yeah, Dallas was able to cut through the defense, pull the defender off of hand, so hand could get a wide open layup.
Yep. There's a good one. Number 2, that's that Terriot.
Colebrook calling one.
Yep. Tied at 12, under 10 now.
Yeah, hand over to Douse in the hand. Hand kicks it out for Douse, and he will be fouled. 2.8 left, enough for a catch, dribble, shoot. Sampson inbound. Let's see what Colebrook does. Eldridge and hand come in for Hebert and hand. Sampson inbounds. Finds hand. Tetralt from half court. That shot's just off. So at the end of one, your score 12-12. We'll be back here in a minute. And we're back. Gorham with possession. Terriot gets it over to Rogers. That shot put back by Chow's just off. That put back by Chow's also off, but he'll be fouled. First one's up and in by Chow. Second one's just off by Chow. Sampson with the rebound. Eldridge thinks about the three, doesn't take it, drives in, kicks it out. Douse over to Sampson. Colebrook slows it down. Eldridge drives in, kicks it into McKegg. O'Rourke got the steal. Tetrault to the hole, that's just off. And now Douse on the break. Douse pushes it, slows it down, spins. Colebrook swings it around. Eldridge over to Sampson. Douse wide open in the corner. His shot's up. Just off. Fight for the ball, and Chow gets the rebound. Chow a little behind the back over to Tetrault. Chow with it. Drives in. That shot by Rogers is good. Douse with it. Colebrook down by 3. Over to Sampson. Sampson back to Douse. They swing it around. Eldridge, he drives in. Spin, kick out. Now Douse, he drives in, floats one up. That's just off. Chow with another rebound. Theroult with the ball. Good job, good plays by the Mohawks to try and get that. It's going to be a traveling violation on Sampson, out of bounds. Roved in possession. Hand in Sampson, swap. Rogers kicks it out, and McCucci steps out of bounds. Douse with it. Over to Eldridge. Eldridge drives and travels. O'Rourke brings it up. Over to Theroult. Kicks over Chow, pump fakes. Kicks it back up top. That three's up. Just off. Hand with the rebound. Douse brings it up. In the hand. Hand back to Douse. Douse thinks about the three. Doesn't take it. Colebrook swings it around. Hand. Finds Douse. Douse, he drives in the hand. Hand shot is up. Hand shot is good. Hand for 2. O'Rourke brings it up. Swings over to Chow. And foul on hand. That's his 3rd. Get inside. Chow loses it. Douse with the steal. Douse on the break. Gets around Chow, and he lays that one up and in. A little circus shot there by Cameron Douse. O'Rourke brings it up. Over to Theroult. Thinks about the drive. Doesn't take it. McHugh with it. He's going to be fouled by Eldridge. Pass inside to Chow. Chow's shot is up and good. Chow for 2 more. Douse's straightaway 3 is good. He's up to 10. Aroke brings it up. Swings it over. Pressure on the ball by the Mohawks. Kick it inside. That shot's up and in by Chow. Chow for 2 more. The shot by Chow. Just off. Rebound McKegg. Douse with it. Over to Sampson. Sampson finds Marchand. Marchand over to Hebert. Hebert. Colebrook swings it. Douse thinks about it. Gets it over to Hebert. Hebert back over. Douse a deep one. That's just off. Rebound by McKegg. He puts it up. That shot's just off. Rogers with the rebound. Rogers gets it over. And there will be a foul on Colebrook. Foul on Sampson. Chow throws that one. Douse with the interception. Hebert on the break gets blocked by Chow. Now Roke with it. Chow, he has it. Finds some space, kicks it over. McKegg almost had that one blocked, but Rogers was there and nobody was guarding him. Douse brings it up now. Colebrook down by 2. Douse over to Hebert. His shot's up. That's just off. Chow with the rebound. Now, Thieralt with it. Kicks it over to McHugh. Back over. Gorham. That shot's up by Thieralt. Just off. Fight for the board. Now Douse with it. Douse pushes it, drives in. Finds Sampson. His shot's up. That's just a little too much power. McHugh drives. Shot's up and it's good. Little circus shot there. Now Douse with it. Colebrook down by 4. Douse takes a screen from McKegg over to Hebert. Hebert back over. Colebrook swings it. Marchand. Douse with it now. Sampson throws it out of bounds. It'll go to Gorham with 7.6 left. Aroke over to Thieralt. Chow. Called for the travel. 2.1 left. Hebert comes out. Buffington comes in. Douse. He's only got 2 seconds. Douse at the buzzer. That shot's just off, so at halftime, your score. Gorham 23, Colebrook 19. We'll be back here in a minute. And we're back. Douse brings it up for the Mohawks, down 23-19. Douse over to Sampson. Sampson drives. Kicks it over. Hebert's shot is up. Hebert's shot is in. Hebert starts the game off. I mean, not the game, but the half. Chow with it. Drives. Hebert almost had the steal. Out of bounds, Colebrook possession. Douse brings it up. Over to Sampson. Sampson back to Douse. Inside, McKegg posts up. Kicks it out. Douse. Colebrook swings it. Hand shot is up. Hand shot just off. Douse with the rebound in the corner. And Colebrook will just reset it. Douse pops it. Drains it. Douse for 3 more. Baroque brings it up. Tetrol with it. That three's up. That shot's up. That's just off, out of bounds. Stays with Gorham. Passes inside. Baroque almost loses it. Rogers' shot's just off. Douse pushes. Kicks it over. Sampson. He drives in. Kick out to Douse. Douse finds Hebert. Hebert inside. Hand over to Douse. Another one. That's just off. Now let's look around. Douse thinks about it. Douse in the hand. That shot's just off. It'll be a jump ball. Goes to Gorham. Thieralt brings it up. Over the floor. Back to Thieralt. Douse almost got his hands on that one. Hebert and Douse on Thieralt right at half court. Colebrook keeps the pressure going. Rogers kicks it over. Douse with the steal. He's got only one behind him. That's Rogers. Douse to the rim and one. That shot just off by Douse. Chow with the rebound. Thieralt brings it up. Hand able to pick it off. Over to Hebert. Hebert shoots. That's just off. Thieralt to the rim. Reverse layups up and in. Douse brings it up. Over to Sampson. Sampson over to Hebert. Hebert spins over to Douse. Douse drives. Gets it to Hand. Hand puts it up. That's just off. Out of bounds goes to Gorham. Rogers wide open. His shot's up and good. Gorham retakes the lead. Douse over to Hebert. Hebert finds Hand. Hand shoots and scores. LaPointe with it. No, it's not LaPointe. That's a baseline jumper from Chow. Douse pops a 3. That's just off. Thieralt with it. Douse brings on full court pressure. Core. That layup's up just off. That put back by Chow is up and in. Chow for 2 more. Douse brings it up. Over to Sampson. Sampson. Back to Douse in the hand. Hand. Over to Hebert. Hebert. Shoots. That's just off. Hand with the board. Colebrook swings it. Hand almost lost it. Not hand. Sampson almost lost it. Hand. Hebert shot is up. Earl brings it up. Fight for the ball. That thought about the 3. Chow has it in the corner. Kicks it back. The Core. That deep 3 by Earl's up and it rolls in. Douse with it now. Hand over to Sampson. Sampson drives to the lane. That shot's just off. Chow gets the board. And now Rogers with it. Shoots. That's just off. Chow's put back. It's good. Chow putting on some pure domination right now. Douse with it. Drives. Kicks it over to Hebert. Hands layups up. Gorham ball now. McKeg comes in for hand. Douse able to tip that one. Hand tipped it. Chow drives. Kicks it to Roger. They'll swing it around. Sampson with the steal over to Douse. Douse, he's got 3 seconds. Douse pops the 3, he's blocked. And at the end of 3, your score, Colebrook 28, Gorham 36. And we're back. Colebrook with possession. Douse with it. Inside to McKeg. Colebrook swings it back over to Douse. Douse drives, floats one up, and he gets it to fall. Douse for 2. Theo with it. Over to number 1. Get back to Chow. Chow looks for some help. Loses it out of bounds, but stays with Gorham. Theo inbounds. Chow gets it. Chow makes it again. Douse to bring it up. Colebrook down by 8. Douse to McKeg. McKeg to Hebert. Back to Douse. Douse drives. Gets to McKeg. Posts up. Shots up. Just off. Roger with the rebound. Rogers with the rebound. Geralt gets in the Chow. Chow shoots again, and he makes it again. Chow pouring on the point. Douse shoots a three. That's just off. Buffington gets the board back to Douse. Douse to Sampson. Sampson inside to McKegg. Colebrook swings it. McKegg. Pass it to Douse, who drives, floats one up, and he gets that one to fall. Core brings it up. Douse keeps the pressure, gets a steal. Douse shoots again. That's just off. Buffington with the board. Out to Sampson. Sampson finds Douse in the corner. That shot's up. That's just off. Chow knocks out of bounds. Stays with the Mohawks. Hand comes in for Sampson. Colebrook finds Douse wide open. In the hand. His floater's up. And it's just off. Hebert with the rebound. Back up top to Douse. In the hand. Hand drives in. That's just off. Jump ball. Gorham ball. Chow with it. Gets it inside Rogers. His shot is just off. That putback is up. Just off. That putback's up and in by Thierholt. Now Douse with it. Down by 10. Hand back to Douse. Douse drives in. Gets it to Hand. Nice play there. Hand for two. Down. Buffington gets the steal up to Douse. Douse, coast to coast. He is good. Colebrook cuts the lead to 6. Hand almost got the steal out of bounds. Stays with Gorham. Thierholt to inbound. Timeout. Gorham. And we're back. Gorham with possession. Close game. That ball's tipped out of bounds. Goes to the Mohawks. Hand not realizing he had the inbound there. He will. Douse brings it up. Down to 3 minutes left. In the hand. Over into McKegg. Over to Hand. Out to Douse. Foul. McKegg to inbound. Douse gets it in the hand. His floater's up. That's just off. Buffington with the rebound. Kicks it over Hebert. Hand finds wide open Douse. He pops a three. That's in. Cuts the lead to 3. Thierholt brings it up. Gets doubled by Buffington and Hebert. Chow will be fouled by Douse. Thierholt inbound. Gets inside. Rogers was about to receive that, but Hand knocked it out. No, McKegg knocked it out. Roger gets it. Passes it over. Good defense by the Mohawks. There's a fight for the ball. Rogers' shot is off, but he will be fouled by McKegg. First one's just off. Second one's up. Second one's in and out. Chow with the rebound and the putback. Douse with it. Takes the screen. Gets it to hand. Over to Sampson. Almost lost it. Throw out with the steal. And foul on Sampson. Chow gets it under the basket and scores again. Douse with it. Drives, floats one up. Rolls in and out. Hero with it. That shot is just off. Douse hustles for the board. That shot's up. That's just off. Hand with the rebound. Over to Douse. Colebrook down by 7. Douse pushes it, shoots. That's just off. Hero drives in. That's just off. Jump ball goes to the Mohawks. Douse with it. In the hand, back out to Douse. Douse finds Sampson. Sampson drives in. Finds hand in the middle. That shot's just off. Firo gets the board but goes out of bounds. Stays with the Mohawks. Timeout, Colebrook. Douse gets it. Inside to hand. Hand posts up and loses it. Throw out with it. And he's fouled by Hebert. First one's just off. That shot is up and in. Cuts, makes the lead to 8. Douse drives, gets it to hand over to Sampson. Sampson drives in, kicks it out. Douse pops a 3. That shot's just off. Sampson puts that shot up just off. Hand shot is up and in. Colebrook in a hurry-up mode. Foul on hand. Chow at the line. First one's just off. Second one's up. Second one's just off. McKegg with the rebound. Douse with it. Loses it. Saves it. But it goes out of bounds, going to Gorham. Gorham inbounds it. Gets it to Rogers. Over to Thuralt. And there's a foul on Colebrook. Foul's on Douse. And we'll go back to the free throw line. First one's just off. Second one's up. Second one is in. Douse with it. Pops a deep three. That shot's just off. Rogers with the rebound. Thuralt brings it up. And a foul on Colebrook. First one's just off. Second one's up, second one's just off. Colebrook possession. 9.2 left in the game. Douse gets it. Deep three, just a little bit off. Gorham inbounds it, and that will be your final. Gorham 48, Colebrook 41. Leading scorers for both teams for the winning Gorham Huskies. Chow with 22, Tetralt with 14, Rogers with 10, and McHugh with 2. And for Colebrook, Douse with 24, Hand with 13, Hebert with 4, and those are your leading scorers. We'll be back here tomorrow.